By this moment, My Little Pony was taking the world by storm, making some of the biggest hits on television. Return to Harmony a lot of people saw, Canterlot Wedding a lot of people saw, Crystal Empire most people saw, Rainbow Rocks a lot of people saw, and Twilight's Kingdom was the most watched episode of 2014. What can possibly go wrong for MLP? Oh yeah. Yeah, Equestria Girls 3 Friendship Games was the beginning of everyone's disinterest in MLP. Not that it was universally hated, but no one gave it the same praise as Rainbow Rocks. And for good reason. The story starts off with the Equestria Girls getting used to their powers. Yeah, get used to that. But Canterlot High is preparing for the Friendship Games, a school event where they challenge another school in a series of games. The only problem is that Canterlot High always keeps losing, but our heroines reassure the school that this year they won't lose. Why do they keep losing before? Oh, believe me, that'll be the least of your questions. Meanwhile, Vice Principal Luna enlists Sunset Shimmer to keep magic out of the Friendship Games. Why? Because they don't want to be accused of cheating. But all of them are unaware that they're being monitored by the human version of Twilight Sparkle. Why? Because she wants to collect the magic in order to get into a study program. Okay, but an evil principal blackmails Twilight to participate in the Friendship Games, or else she'll deny her internship. Twilight decides to take advantage of the situation and begins to collect the magic at CHS. But not only is she draining the magic from the girls, but opening portals to Equestria as well. From you can guess, there is a lot going on in this movie, and that's one of the major problems. The charm of Rainbow Rocks was that the story was very simple. Try to stop some villains. But with this, it's all over the place. I forgot what the story was about. There was a lot going on. It's a surprisingly dull movie. There is a focus on the characters talking about things, which I would normally be all for since I kinda have a soft spot for those kind of movies. But here's the thing, they don't talk about their emotions or even tell jokes. All they do is explain exposition and reminders. No joke, most of the dialogue is pretty much, hey, do you remember this? Do you remember that? You know so-and-so did this? Yes, I know all those things! In fact, I have the second movie, I can watch it anytime! The Shadow Bolts are also a complete missed opportunity. I guess they're supposed to be the opposite of the Humane Six, but I really didn't get that out of them. Mainly because they barely get enough screen time. Yeah, even less than the Dazzlings. There's a lot more focus on this evil principal lady who is basically every other evil British principal character you've seen in other TV shows and movies. The only one that did make an impression was this one girl who talks completely deadpan, and this one who goes from talking all sweet and kind to yelling aggressively. They're fun, but that's not enough to save the movie. Thankfully, they were handled better in future installments because they're completely wasted here. The songs are kind of a step up, but not by much. The Canterlot High Rally song was fun to listen to. Unleash the Magic is an awesome villain song. And the Montage song has an awesome bit towards the end. But the rest of the songs are just bland and generic. Hell, there's literally a song called There's More Out There. That doesn't even sound like a real song. It sounds like a parody of a real song, like something South Park or The Simpsons would write. The climax is unbelievably weak as well. It first starts off with everyone preparing for the final event, then the evil principal forces Twilight to open the device that's been collecting all the magic, and this causes her to turn to another raging she-demon, and Sunset is the one who tries to stop her. Now, I want you to stop and think. What does this all have to do with the Friendship Games? The answer is, it doesn't. Even when Rainbow Rocks did its magical battle finale, they kept the battle of the bands in focus, with songs and instruments, but here, there is no connection to the Friendship Games itself. Hell, they're not even playing Capture the Flag! I know this is supposed to be a parallel to the climax of the first movie, which is honestly a cool idea, but it's not put in the movie for the right reasons. And I think what makes this one even worse than the first film is that, though I'm not a fan of the first film, at least it felt like it was trying to be a movie, with a decent enough pace and a consistent tone. This one feels a lot more clumsy, with some moments that are awkwardly put together and don't really make much sense or have any payoff. The movie was not written by Megan McCarthy. Instead, it was written by Josh Haber, whose writing credit mainly included the Slice of Life episodes of MLP. And boy does it really show. It is clear that he doesn't know how to write an adventurous movie/episode, making the outcome what we see here. On the DVD, however, there are some interesting deleted scenes. Here, Sansa has more of a character arc. She wonders if there was more for her back in Equestria rather than Candlelit High. There's a one scene where she talks it over with the Equestrian Twilight about her situation. Also an alternate ending where, according to the commentary, the evil principal was the one who turned into a monster and gets properly defeated. The human version of Twilight is on good terms with the Crystal Prep students and stays at Crystal Prep, leaving the Humane Six to lament the events of the film. I think the movie would have been a lot more interesting if these scenes were kept in. Not to say it would make it better, but it would make it stand out more. Friendship Games is a dull mess. Every time I watch this movie, I get easily bored. Even though it has its fans, I'm not one of them. It's way too vain and clumsy.